and act right. Our thoughts are powerful tools that determines and regulate our lives. The way we think influences the way we act. The level of your behavior is as a result of the level of your thinking. In fact, you cannot act better than the way you think. So the way you think determines how you act, how you behave. Truly, if you want this year to be better than last year, then we must all change the way we do what? We think. You can never in any way become better than the way you think. How far you go in this life all depends on the level of your thinking. Therefore, this year, if you want anything to change in your life, then you mustn't change your dressing, you must change the way you think. Because the year will never become better than it was last year until you, the person, change the way you do what? You think. Whatever you may become in this life, or whatever becomes of you, how happy you become, how sad you become, all depends on the way you do what? You think. All of us may be in the same school, we may be sit under the same teachers, but some of us may go further than others because of the way we do what? We think. That's why this afternoon I'm here to challenge you that never change the way you look, try to change the way you think. Some of you may look beautiful outwardly, but you have a lower thinking capacity. Some of you may look nice, handsome outwardly, but you are weak in thinking. Therefore, if you want to become somebody useful in this life, then you must change the way you think. Changing your dresses is good. Changing one class to another class is good, but it doesn't make you a better person. What makes a better person is to change the way you think. In 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11, the Bible says something. 1 Corinthians 13:11. Let's look at what the Bible is saying. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11. Paul the apostle was talking to the Corinthian church. This is what he says. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 11. When I was a child, I spake like a child. I understood like a child. I thought as a child. When I was a child, when I was in Form 1, I was thinking. Do you still think like primary school students? Do you still think like when you were in JHS? Are you still acting the same way that you are acting? Then there's no improvement in it. It is telling you that you are not getting anywhere. As you think in your heart, so you are. The way you behave, the way you stand outside and shout, the way you behave, the way you waste your time, the way you do your thing, it tells the kind of person you are. Your real person is not how beautiful you look outside. Your real person is not how nice you look outside. Your real person is not how good looking you are. Your real person is how you think. I pray this afternoon you will begin in this year to change the way you think. I pray this afternoon you begin to change the way you behave. You cannot change the way you behave automatically until you make up your mind that this year I'm changing my thinking. Why must we change the way we think? One, we must change the way we think because our thoughts make us understand the season of our lives. Our thoughts makes us to understand the season of your life. You know, life is in season. You are in your season of sowing. What did I say? As young person, you are in your season of sowing. Many young people, they thought that they are in the season of playing. They waste their time to play, to joke. Every young person in your teenage, in your 13s, your early 20s, are in the season of your sowing. Season of your sowing is not a season of playing. It's not a season of joking. If the farmers joke at the time of sowing, then at the time of harvesting, they will be sorrowful. True or false? If the farmers, they joke when they are sowing, a time comes for them to harvest, they have to enjoy their life, to be happy. That's the time they become sad. If you don't sow it well, you become sad the rest of your life. Get into your head. When you know how to think, you know that you are in your season of sowing. Young boy, young girl, you are not in a season of joking. If there's time to joke, then there's a time when you grow. It's the time you should even joke. Am I making sense? But it's when you are working, when you are of yourself, at the time of even joking, because at the time you know what you are about. You have reached somewhere. This is a year, this is a time of your sowing. But you know, unfortunately, because most of us cannot come to the home, what Father sits us down and talk to us. We thought we are in a season of playing, season of joking. Young age must grow. But unfortunately, many have grown in the body, but they have not grown in the mind. Many, they are through their behavior, the way their actions, the way they behave, the way they were behaving the same last year, the same way they are behaving. You can imagine, you can say, this boy had not grown. You can say, this girl has not grown. Though the body shape had changed. You can see change in the growth of the body, but you cannot see change in the way she thinks, in the way he thinks. And you can say, this girl, this boy is still childish. I want to ask you, are you childish or you have grown? The way you think, the way you behave, the way you act, and all your actions, does it show that you have gone to the next level? It does not matter. You have gone to the next class. It does not matter. If you are from Form 1, going to Form 2. It does not matter. If you are from Form 2, you are going to Form 3. You can still become a child and become useless in this life if you don't change the way you think. Going to the next class does not automatically make you a better person. What makes a better person is changing the way you do what? You think. It's changing your thinking pattern. I want to tell you, I'm telling you truly, I want to tell you that you will never become better than your parents if you think the same way they taught when they were young. You will never go far than the circle of your family if you don't change the way you think. It does not matter the family you are coming from. What matters is the level of your thinking. There are young people who are from far away. They are from far place and they are from poor homes. They have gone far because of their thinking, not because of money. Indeed, sometimes money does not matter. What matters is the way you think. There are some people, young people, they have been able to eat with kings, eat with great men, stay with great men because of the way they work. They think, not because of where they are coming from. So this is something I want to challenge you. I'm not just to preach, to challenge you. As you have come this year, if you want to see anything changing this year, then what must you change? The way you think. If you want to see improvement in your academics, then you must see the way you change, because you may have resolutions. You know what is called resolutions? I'm planning this year, I want to become a better person. Just planning does not make you a better person. It is changing the way you think. I have decided I want to become a good student. Just deciding does not make you a good student. It is changing the way you think. Because when you change the way you think, automatically it changes the way you act. If you change the way you think, automatically it changes the way you behave towards your academics and towards those around you. It is my prayer this year you will become a better girl in Jesus' name.